What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and today is Wednesday, March 2nd of 2022, and it is time for another comic book speculation recommendation, the video where I look up into the future at final order cutoff and new comic book day of next week. Now, why do I do this? I do this so that way you guys have enough time to put in your pre-orders for your final order cutoff books, but also so that way you guys have enough time to reach out to your local LCS and tell them, hey, I was watching Bruce and Stephanie Comics comic book speculation recommendation. I did my own research. I like what he had to say, and I would like to pick up a couple extra copies of these books so that way I can start and make this hobby fun itself. Alright, before we go any further, let's go over my two reminders that I tell you guys about each and every single week. And the first one up is, guys, you have to do your own research. I am human, and I'm going to make some educated guesses on what I think are the best spec books for FOC in New Comic Day of next week. But what you guys need to do is go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you're spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not my money, your money. Alright guys, and the last reminder that I have for you guys is that there are delays. So books will show up multiple times on final order cutoff and new comic book day spec because they are delayed. So just keep that in mind if I mention a book multiple times in multiple weeks on FOC or new comic day. And the reason is that book was delayed for one reason or another. Alright guys, one more thing before we jump into the speculation, and that is memberships are now live. If you guys would like to help support Stephanie and I make this channel bigger and better, that is the best way that you guys can help support this channel. It's $4.99 a month, and we would greatly appreciate it, and you guys get some pretty cool perks for becoming a member of this channel. And the last thing is that we are having our 2K giveaway right now. That is right, once we hit 2,000 subscribers in the end of March, that's when we're going to pull these amazing prizes. That's right, I said prizes. There's going to be a prize for our regular subscriber members, and there's also going to be a prize for our channel members. So remember to watch this video right here and find out how to enter the 2K giveaway, and to also find out what these prizes are. Alright guys, let's not waste any more time, and let's jump into all the books that have speculation landing on this final order cutoff, which is March 6th for your DC and Scout books, and March 7th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. Alright guys, we're going to kick off our final order cutoff list just like we do each and every single week with our cover lover picks. These are my picks based on the cover alone, and the first one up is Spider-Punk #1, the 1 in 25, done by Mac Del Mundo, and Spider-Punk is one of the most popular spiders right now, so make sure you guys put your pre-order in for this book, because I think this book is going to explode, because Spider-Punk is just so stinking cool, and this cover is freaking amazing. The next cover up is X-Men Red #1, the Peach Momoko cover. There is a trade dress in a Virgin. The Virgin, I think, is going to be the one that everyone's going to want, but that is a 1 in 100, and Black Cake Comics has this book up for $249.99. That is a steep price to get in for this book, but this cover is so stinking gorgeous, featuring Storm. And those are my two cover lover picks for this week. Let's jump into all the books that have speculation right now. There are a lot of books that have speculation on final order cutoff, so this list is going to be a little long. So guys, I'm going to go as fast as I can. Stick along for this ride. And the first book up is Batman FaZe Clan #1. This is a one-shot promotional collaboration featuring FaZe Clan, an esports gaming organization popularized via social media content and high-profile partnerships. Next up, Shadow World Alpha #1. This is the death of Ra's al Ghul and also the possible first appearance of the Demon Shadow. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is the premiere issue of the 7th Amazing Spider-Man series. Next up, Hulk Grand Design Madness #1. This is the conclusion of the Incredible Hulk's history, written and illustrated by Jim Rugg. Next up, Lego Ninjago Gammerdon #1. I probably totally butchered that, but this is far and away from Ninjago City. A village is terrorized by a mysterious new threat when they're saved by an unlikely hero, Gammerdon, Lord of Destruction. Next up, Moon Knight #10. Possible first appearance of Rutherford Winter, unless his appearance in #9 is more than a cameo. Previously appeared in a trade paperback release of Daughters of Dragon digital exclusive. Next up, Spider-Punk #1. This is the first solo series for Spider-Punk. Next up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #127. This was on last week's list, so this is one of the books that was delayed. This is the first appearance of Dr. Jasper Barlow, a character whose intentions towards the turtle is unknown. Next up, what if Miles Morales #2, Miles Morales as Weapon X, recruited by the government super soldier program. Next up, X-Force #27, the first appearance of Cerebrax, a sentient and murderous offshoot of the Cerebro technology. And the last book on this list is X-Men Red #1. This is the premiere issue of a new X-Men series. This new series features the mutants of Akaro living on Mars, and this team features Abigail Brand, Storm, Vulcan, and Cable. Alright guys, now those are all the books that have speculation on this Final Order cutoff. Stick around and find out what books are my Final Order cutoff picks of the week. Alright guys, after I took another look at all the books that have speculation landing on this Final Order cutoff, there's only one book that I think you guys should consider picking up extra copies of, and that is Spider-Punk #1, the first solo series for this character. And the reason that I think you guys should consider this is because his first appearance right now is going for like $40, and the new Into the Spider-Verse 2 is right around the corner, and everyone is speculating this character is going to have his first appearance in that movie, and this character I think is just going to explode. And there are so many cool covers for this first solo series. That cover A is gorgeous. That 1 in 25 is amazing. I already showed you guys that one. There is a 1 in 50. There's also multiple other variant covers. I just think there's so many great options for this character, and I really think you guys might want to consider picking up extra copies of this book, because once people see this character on the big screen, that first appearance is going to explode, and people are going to want his other appearances or his first solo series. So guys, that is my suggestion for you guys. Spider-Punk #1. Go for that cover A, that 1 in 25. Those will be the ones I really track down. But don't forget that 1 in 50 and also those other variant covers. Alright guys, before we jump into my new comic book spec for this upcoming week, I do gotta tell you guys, if you want to be in the know, make sure you guys are downloading the Key Collector app. This is the best app for New Comic Book Day spec because they have a section on their app called the Future Key section. They list out all the books that have speculation coming out on New Comic Book Day, and they also do it for weeks in the future as far as they can, so that way you guys can always be in the know. Alright guys, let's not waste any more time, and let's jump into my New Comic Book Day spec picks for this upcoming week, which is March 9th of 2022. This is going to be a nice, sweet, and short list. There's only one cover level book and also one spec book. So, what is my cover level book for this week? It is Batman Urban Legends #13, the B cover, I believe. This is done by Carl Mostert, and this features the first team appearance of the Super Pets. Also on the interiors, in on the cover. The Super Pets are led by Ace the Bat Hound, Metron, Little Nuts, and Ursa. This is just such a cool cover. Carl Mostert is such an amazing artist, and I love these animals on these covers, and there's also a lot of people out there that buy animal covers. So this is an amazing book, in my opinion, for speculation based on the cover alone, but also it has the first team appearance on the inside. Alright guys, let's jump into my spec pick for this week. Alright guys, my spec pick for this upcoming New Comic Book Day, again, which is March 9th of 2022, is actually a cover lover pick. That's right guys, I didn't put this in the cover lover section because this cover is so stinking cool, and it's also my spec pick for this week, and that is Women of Marvel #1, the Ashley Witter variant. This cover is stinking gorgeous. We got X-23, we got Honey Badger, and we got Jonathan the Honey Badger. This cover is so amazing. Now these characters have blown up. Their first appearances are going for a premium, and this cover is going to be one that people are going to hunt down to get because this cover is so stinking amazing. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I would like it if you guys took a minute and let me know down in the comments, did I miss any books that I should have put in my featured spec picks? That is one of the best ways that I can become a better speculator, if you guys give me your opinion on what books you think I should have put in my featured spec picks. But also guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys are not subscribed, guys, don't forget to get yourself subscribed. Hit that bell for notification and smash that like button. I have one last reminder before we close out this video, and that is going to be Stephanie and I will be live again this upcoming Tuesday. This is a bi-weekly live show, and it is called Bruce and Stephanie Comics Live with Friends. We're gonna have some amazing guest hosts with us again this week: Cole, Lee, and Steven Heiner. Alright guys, you guys have yourself a great week. I'll try to have another video for you guys on Friday, and if not, I'll see you guys on Monday with my must-have pickups. Alright guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.